Princesses have a reputation for having things their way. If in your circles you're considered something of a czarina, then the proof of it must lie in your room. Inspired by the quarters of royal women past and present, we'll show you just how to transform your space into a setting fit for your inner queen. There is much more to a Rajkumari's abode than a Hotel Maharani suite could ever hope to display. Which is why I'll never forget my visit to Chinku Rani's room in Gwalior Museum. It was custom made for her, all 4.5 feet of her. Given the tour by one of India's young former Maharanis, Priya Scindia, I understand why this room has been so carefully preserved. The low-lying bed, the footstools, the dressing table, the picture frames, the delicate swing, all spoke of a personality who I'm sure few would have dared to cross. But today, when such luxuries for most of us are out of reach, what do we do with the inner queen in all of us?
What does it take if you're a woman creating a space entirely for yourself? Well, I feel that more than making it just feminine, you also want to make it individual, suited to your unique personality. Well, I'm at the home of one such personality, Princess Rajeshri of Bikaner. She has not only built her own palace under the shadow of her ancestral Lalgarh palace, but also maintains a chic city home. And here I am in Delhi to meet her and to get a few of her decor secrets.
The princess's own home in Delhi is bright and modern with spots of heritage that sit beautifully with her contemporary taste or mood.
It's not easy, Amrita, especially in this country. It's still a very male world, and one has to cut across that and make a space that is both feminine, as yet not too girly, but to get the balance just right. It happens by trial and error, you know. I think you potter about a little bit and bring different elements from your travels and your friends' homes and other such things to bear, and eventually over a period of time a certain style emerges.
When you were building your palace from scratch in Bikaner, yes, what gave you the courage to do that, and what prompted you to do that? I have not heard of a contemporary princess having done that.
My paternal grandmother was the last generation who observed parda. My mother never did, and mercifully none of us did. And they lived their lives luxuriously and comfortably, but it was behind the jalis, the trellises of the palace. But we tried to keep to the spirit of the architecture of Lalgarh Palace, and so the architecture had to work in conjunction with the palace, which is the backdrop. But obviously the interiors are completely modern, and there's definitely no segregation of the zanana and bardana over there.
For me, one of the most striking features of Princess Rajeshri's city home is the colours.
This colour scheme was inspired by Scottish heathers in the Scottish countryside. I trawled through dozens of shops and fabrics, you know, before we finally found the right mix, which was a contrast and complement to a particular kind of colour theme. But what I normally do is never make up my mind right away, always take swatches or photographs of particular fabrics, go back and think about it, and the next day, you know, what appealed to you may not have the same resonance as it did the day before, so you are able to chop and change until it is just right. It's only once you've seen something twice or thrice and you ticked off all the boxes each time, then you know that this is the right kind of fabric for you.
Coming up, how to bring some palace pomp into your city home. The princess's decor secrets that will get you an easy mix of old and new.